We've been working on this for the last 6 months. This is an unfortunate condition in the middle of work that we would like to do. We'd like to invest that money differently. We'd like to spend our time differently, but we have to do what we have to do based on the facts and circumstances before us.
And I think that's kind of the point I'm trying to get to, is that when you're talking about $2,200 more for a motorcycle in a key market like Europe, which is such a growth point for Harley Davidson, that money, that capital, is you're looking to put it to use in other ways. So all of a sudden it becomes even more difficult of a conversation, I would imagine, with you and your board.
Right. Well, it becomes a decision that carrying, the first decision is protecting our customers in the market. So that is us carrying that $2,200 per bike cost. And then obviously we have to figure out ways to mitigate that cost, because we'd rather invest that money in things that will help us grow the business, not just maintain the business. We have to do what we have to do based on the facts and circumstances before us, and we're doing that. Rather not be spending our time and our money this way right now, but we're doing what we have to do.
Were you surprised by President Trump's reaction, the anger to your decision to shift some of this production?
You know, I think as a business, we just deal with what we have to deal with. And we are not a political organization. We've worked very hard to be apolitical in how we approach our business and our consumers everywhere in the world. So we do what we have to do to maintain that integrity as a company and as a brand, facing difficult decisions as we had in this case. And that was just an unfortunate attention around a set of decisions that we made that were rational under the circumstances.
In light of that, it seems like there's been a lot of information, a lot of suggestions, be it by union leaders, by the administration, by other folks that have come out very strongly against the decision to shift some of that production. Their argument being that this was potentially in the works for Harley Davidson even before the tariffs. I mean, you've got to have a response to that.
Well, I would simply say that if we had planned this all along, it sure wouldn't take us 9 to 18 months to do it. We're doing a lot of tearing up to figure out how to, we don't have it actually all figured out yet. We're working very hard to figure out how we get and protect that market and eliminate that cost from our business as quickly as possible. And again, if circumstances change, we'll evaluate and course correct if we can.
You haven't been the only company to announce some shifts in production. Polaris, one of your rivals, has actually also said that they might shift some of their production of the Indian motorcycles to Poland in light of those tariffs. Why do you think Harley has experienced so much more attention over this than maybe some of the other companies?
Well, you know, number one, we're a 115-year-old great American company, and we've manufactured our engines in Milwaukee since day one. Every one of our motorcycles is going to, for the U.S., is going to continue to be made in the U.S. We'd rather not do this, but faced with the significance and the durability of a lot of these tariffs, again, as I mentioned, Brazil, 20 years, we can't cede those important growth markets for the company and deny those customers the opportunity to get on a Harley Davidson. So we do the best we can to preserve and protect the integrity of the American qualities of Harley Davidson, because it's very important to our customers, it's very important to us.
Certainly here in the U.S., it's very important that Harley Davidson is made in America. I mean, you probably don't get more iconic in terms of an American brand. How important is that to your international customers? You know, it's important, but at some point, if a product is twice as expensive, or there's the potential for it to be half as expensive, and Harley Davidson is the manufacturer, which we are. If you walk into our plants in Brazil or in India, and ultimately when we start up in Thailand, you will see the same exact methods, same exact equipment, the same approach to quality and safety that we have in every one of our U.S. factories. These are Harley Davidson plants and Harley Davidson employees. And so people gain a lot of confidence in that. And when this is made by Harley Davidson and they can afford it more than they otherwise would be able to, they're accepting of it.